All right, thank you for joining me again. Today is going to be an awesome game. We've got about 5 hours until kickoff. Saints, Cowboys in New Orleans. Saw a video last night of the Cowboys fans from Dallas invading New Orleans, and it is crazy out there in New Orleans. Who wouldn't want to be a fan and be out there right now? Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I just want to go over some things today, over some feelings that I've got, some hunches, and some more statistics. So let's get into it. Let's dive right in. The Cowboys are one of 6 3-0 teams entering today after Green Bay's loss on Thursday night. Dallas has blasted off to start the season, ranking number 2 in the NFL with a plus 53-point differential and a plus 436-yard differential. The Cowboys offense ranks first in the NFC, points per game at 32.3, first in total yards per game at 481.3, first in third down percentage at 58.1, and tied for first in sacks with 2. That is impressive, folks. That is insane for them to be that high already. And tied for first in big plays with 31. That is crazy. Meanwhile, here's the crazy part for us that are really critical of this defense. Meanwhile, the defense ranks 4th in the NFL in points per game allowed at 14. That is insane. Second in opponent's third down percentage with 20. That means they're getting off the field, guys. That is crazy. And tied for 7th. They're tied for 7th in big plays allowed. This is crazy. So since week 9 of last season, when Amari Cooper made his debut here, Prescott leads the NFL in quarterback wins with 10 and completion percentage with a 72%. While Ezekiel Elliott is first in rushing yards with 1,104 and first downs with 58. Meanwhile, Cooper has the most receiving touchdowns with 10 in his first 12 games, which is the most of any Cowboys player since 1970. Come on, guys, that's incredible. With the Cowboys' new triplets firing on all cylinders, the Cowboys are lead the NFC in points per game, total yards per game, and third down, as I already said. They are also, this is important too, tied for the league lead with fewest sacks allowed. 2. That is, guys, that's crazy. They've also gained at least 400 yards and scored 30-plus points in each of their last 4 regular season games, which is the longest active streak in the NFL. Nobody's got that better. Not Patrick Mahomes, not Tom Brady, not Aaron Rodgers, not even nobody. Those numbers are significant in a league that's more offensive driven than ever. The Cowboys have the ability to put opponents in a deep hole early on in games, and that's what's helping them out tremendously. And then on the backside, they're forced to play catch-up, which is why we do not allow a whole lot of rushing yards on defense anyway, because they're playing catch-up. We're built on a defense with speedy edge rushers and linebackers. Guys, this is insane. These are crazy numbers. So I went and did some research as well, and I came up with the Cowboys' original triplets versus what we've got now with Amari Dak and Zeke Elliott. So with Aikman against Dak, now this is over Aikman's career, and we don't have a huge sample size for Dak Prescott, but it's still kind of insane when you look at the statistics over what we do have for Dak Prescott. Keeping in mind that during the first part of Dak's career, he didn't have an elite offensive coordinator, obviously. He had offensive line problems. You've got an owner that's in front of the media more than any other owner in the league. This is not the easiest team to be quarterback of, guys. This is just not. He makes it look easy. He's great at the podium. We support Cam Newton, and he's a head case. So when I did some research and I started comparing Dak versus Aikman over the course of Aikman's career versus what we have as a sample size of 4 years with Dak Prescott, Dak Prescott has an 83.3 win percentage. The dude has won 35 of 53 games. That means he's only lost 18 games. That is, Aikman went 1-15 in his first season. That is crazy. So You've got Dak with an 88.3 win percentage, 72 completion percentage with a passer rating of a 108.6. Troy, on the other hand, had a 78.3 win percentage and a 65.8 completion percentage with a 93 passer rating, which is still incredible. Well, Zeke Elliott versus Emmitt Smith. Now, this one kind of caught me off guard because the stats can be skewed a little bit, but I'm just talking a sample size from Zeke versus Emmitt Smith, which is no comparison. He's the best running back that's ever played the game. Zeke Elliott has 100.4 yards rushing per game and 139 yards from scrimmage per game. Emmitt Smith, on the other hand, had 108.4 yards rushing per game and 132.5 scrimmage yards per game. Then you take a comparison of Amari Cooper versus Michael Irvin. Now, again, I already know Amari Cooper's only 24. Okay, Irvin played this game for years, so I'm not trying. Again, I understand there's a huge sample size of Irvin's career versus Amari Cooper, but I just wanted to give a basis for how close they are to the original. Amari Cooper has 5.8 receptions per game and an 80.3 receiving yards per game on average. Michael Irvin, on the other hand, had 5.8 receptions a game, and he averaged 90 yards per game. I know it's a sample size for the current Cowboys triplets. It's still relatively small, but I bet you didn't expect to see such comparable numbers between the two groups. The success of Dak, Zeke, and Amari is playing a big part in why I'm beginning to view America's team, our Dallas Cowboys, as the front runners in the NFC. While I buy Jared Goff, while I buy the other Carson Wentz. I mean, these guys are winners. But with this sample size and how close we are to the original triplets, we are so close to having an absolute dynasty. And the crazy part is you can almost plug anybody into that offensive line and you're still going to be successful. Dallas has been drafting very well with defense, with offense, with special teams. They're making really smart decisions. And they're bringing in veteran help, but they have to be the kind of guys that Jason Garrett wants. This is incredible, and I am so excited to be a Cowboys fan right now and have been now for several years. I thought we had it in 2008. I thought we had it in 2013. We were really close, and now we're even better with Dak Prescott. Please feel free to like my video, share it, comment all over the place. You can follow me at Cowboys Dungeon on Twitter. Feel free to reach out to me. And debate me. I'm not even going to be upset about it. I want to thank you for joining me again, and y'all have a great day. Enjoy this game, and at the end of it, as DeMarcus Lawrence said this week, we dat.